Okay guys, so this is how to book new custom slots into your diary. So as you can see, I am currently in my calendar at the moment. Now, just a brief explanation about what new customer slots actually are. Now, these are slots set aside in your diary for brand new customers to take advantage of. These slots will be advertised to every new customer that signs up and registers with Pass and Go, and then goes to book their first lesson that are in your area. So if they're in an area that you actually cover, then what will happen is the customer, when they register, they will see all available lessons with all of our instructors that are currently in their postcode area. So to add a new customer slot in to request more work, the first thing you need to do is you need to pick the day that you actually want this new customer to take a lesson. So for instance, at the moment, my diary is quite empty. I've only got one active customer, so I want to take a new customer on. And ideally, I'm looking for this customer to be on Sunday the 1st. Now, as most of you guys will already be aware, most of the lessons that will go quite quickly are normally evenings and weekends. They are the most popular dates and times. So to put a new customer slot in to request new work, I'm going to click on the blue available slot where I want my new customer to actually book into. And then again, it brings us up the Create a Booking tab. Now, instead of picking a customer name or picking any hours or anything like that, the first thing I'm going to do is look at an event. And now in event, I have a new customer slot. So I'm going to select that, and you'll see it actually edits the booking. Now, what you'll see now, it's picked it for the 1st of September. It's picked it for the time of 10 o'clock. And now I have a list of postcodes. Now, these are all the postcodes that we currently cover at the moment. So your postcodes will be a lot different. They will only show the postcodes that you currently want to work in. So you can select specific postcodes. So if I wanted specifically a customer just in DH1, I would unselect everything else and leave DH1 ticked. Now, when I'm narrowing it down that much, it does reduce the chances of a customer taking that booking. The reason it reduces the chances of a customer taking that booking, what I'm specifically requesting now is I want a customer to be available on the 1st of September. I also want them to be available at 10 o'clock. And then if I start putting a specific postcode in, such as DH1, that customer then has to live in DH1. So I'm looking for 3 specifics for this new customer. So what our suggestion is leave all of your postcodes currently ticked, just to spread that chance of actually getting this lesson taken. So because my lesson on the Sunday finishes at 10 o'clock, I'm going to want to start the next lesson from around about 10:30 to give myself adequate travel time. So I'm going to change the time to 10:30. So what I've done is I've picked a new customer slot. I'm going to start it from 10:30, and I've selected the postcodes I wanted to be in. The next thing I'm going to do is just click on Book Now. Now, when I click Book Now, what you'll see on my diary, instead of being a green lesson for confirmed, instead of being a yellow lesson for reserved, what it gives you is now it gives you a purpley pink lesson, which is a new customer slot. Now, this 2-hour slot, like I said, is advertised out to all of our new customers. Your current customers can't book this slot in. Okay, so your current customers will see this is simply unavailable. Now, if I was in the need of 1 or 2 or 3 more customers, then rather than putting just 1 or 2 or 3 new customer slots in, I'd probably put about 4 or 5 new customer slots in per customer I want. And the reason for this is it gives the customers more scope and more option to actually book in. Now, when a customer books in a first lesson, what they'll be doing is they will already be looking for what best suits them, not what best suits you guys. So I would be sort of spreading my new customer slots out. I would have a couple on an evening, a couple during a weekday, and I would also have 1 or 2 on a weekend as well. And that will also increase my chances of getting a new customer. Now, when a new customer takes this slot, okay, instead of going down as reserved, it will automatically go as confirmed. The reason why it automatically goes as confirmed is by me booking in that new customer slot, I've already said I am definitely free to do a new customer lesson on that day and time. So when they request that lesson, it automatically confirms it, because then at that point, both sides have now said that they can actually do it. So booking a new customer slot in is how you request work from us. If you do phone us and you actually ask us for more work, but you haven't got any new customer slots in, the first thing we'll advise you is to put new customer slots in, so new customers can actually see your availability and actually book in with you. So if I did want new customers, I could be putting a new customer slot in on the Friday evening as well. So I'm just going to drop it down, click on new customer slot. I'm going to change the time and I'm going to have it in the evening. So I want to start this new customer slot. Let's say it's 7 o'clock. So I want to do a lesson 7 till 9. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to click on Book Now. And again, that's now put another new customer slot in on that Friday evening. So now that availability is now advertised out to all brand new customers. Now it is very important that you're putting these new customer slots in, as without these you won't be allocated any new customers. The reason being is because your diary will then only be allocated for your current customers that you've got on file. Now, if you decide that you don't actually want a new customer any longer on those days and times, or if you want to pick a different date and time, all you need to do is actually remove that slot. Now, you do need to remember to remove this slot if you're not going to be available, as it'll still show for new customers. To remove a slot, it's really simple. You click on the new customer slot, and it gives you the option now. Do you want to remove it? Yes, I do. And then that opens up that availability for my current customers to book into. Again, Sunday, I'm no longer available to take on a new customer because I want to book one of my current customers in. So I'm going to click on remove slot. And again, that changes the availability back to my existing availability for my existing customers. So the best way to remember this is the blue availability is available for your existing customers, and the pink new customer slot availability is advertised to new customers only. So that's booking in new customer slots, guys. Until next video, thanks for watching.